Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome for another episode of Wrestling News, episode number 9. And I'm your host with the most, Team Rai. Now, before I kick off my show, this past Saturday night, I went to a Raw house show for the first time in a while, I think. I forgot when the last time I went to a Raw house show. But anyway, I was there, of course, my brother, and my dad. Now, the original plan was, instead of having my dad, I was going to have my friend Nick. But he had to work Saturday night, so my dad was like the backup. But overall, the three of us had an awesome time. The roads was very sloppy, and it was awful. But when the event was over, the roads was a lot better. But the event was very good, and it was packed for a house show. A lot of people were getting there late because the roads were slippery. And if you had not seen the video, it's called Northwest Indiana 2014 WWE Raw House Show. So check that bad boy out. So far, I got 92 views. So that's awesome. Keep it up. I got videos on it, plus pictures, plus I show you this one certain merchandise I picked up. I think I only could get it exclusive at the house show. That's all I'm gonna say. Has anyone ever been to a house show yet in 2014? And please stand up. I'd like to hear your feedback down below. Okay, other news is tonight is the return of Bautista. Now, Bautista been gone from the WWE since 2010. He was doing other things like martial arts, and he filmed a movie. He was part of Smallville back in the day. Like a small part. I'm not too sure any wrestling fan remember that. But Batista was a beast, okay? He still is. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer? Time will tell. I think he recently turned like 45 years old. I have his DVD. I recently reviewed it, so check that out. It's been a while since I watched it. I was gonna watch it today, but I went to the movies. Hang with my dad. Got a bite to eat. That video will be up. Not too sure when, but check that out if you're a movie fan. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. And I heard that Lesnar will be in the house tonight because it's the road to Rumble. So I'm looking forward to all this uh, news to kick off the Rumble. Okay, other news is we all know that the Ultimate Warrior is the first inductee in the 2014 class. So congratulations to the Ultimate Warrior. I was not really a huge fan of the Ultimate Warrior back in the day. His match was mediocre. Like, it was not really that long. Like, he had this awesome entrance. He just ran down the ring, shake the ropes, and pin the guy. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. So his match was not very long, and that's not good for business wise. But that's just my opinion. Probably the only best match in his WWF career was against Hogan, champion versus champion at WrestleMania 6. I don't know how long it was that match took place. The length of the match, but it was pretty good. Hogan was over, Warrior was over. Two faces at the time. And when I first saw it back in the day, I don't know who the hell was face. I don't know who was heel. When I was growing up, they were both good guys. You know what I'm saying? When you were growing up as a kid, I don't know who came up with the idea as a wrestling fan, or how we find out who's heel, who's face. I mean, who's good guy, who's bad guy. And I guess heel is a better term than calling him a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for a good guy is face. It's better terms. Um, but the match is okay. The Hong Kong Man versus the Ultimate Warrior, SummerSlam, I think '88, when he beat Hong Kong Man for the IC belt. That was a quick match and whatever. But then later in Ultimate Warrior's career, he had bad terms with the at the moment, at the time. I don't know what happened, and that's why WWE decided to make a bad Ultimate Warrior DVD. They kind of bashed them back in the day. I mean, I have it. It was okay. It was not the best wrestling DVD at that time. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, they're gonna make another one, and so that is awesome. And I'm definitely gonna add it to my wrestling collection. They will put the Hall of Fame speech from the Ultimate Warrior. That's what they should have done with Hogan. I know they have a Hogan DVDs, but every time they have a Hogan DVD, they always miss some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like other wrestlers, and I hate that. But it's what it is. What it is. You can't get all this footage on one DVD. That's why down the road they make new ones. Like for example, I'm just getting off subject here. They're gonna make a new HBK DVD. It's gonna come out very shortly. Do I need it for my collection? No, it's for new wrestling collectors, you know. But it's just a waste of money from my point of view. If you have all the HBK matches, why even have the new one? But if you don't, then feel free to pick it up. Okay, other news is, what's your thoughts, wrestling fans? I love your feedback on Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant for WrestleMania 3. Now, in my point of view only, it is a pretty good build up. The match was mediocre. Oracle. Oh, sorry. I'm not. I'm thinking about family members. I don't know why. It was an average match. It was like back in the day. It was like the most awesome match for WrestleMania 3. But it was more awesome. The Macho Man Randy Savage versus Steamboat. You know, Ricky Steamboat. It was a better match because them guys are not really heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? They're like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Those kind of matches. You know what I'm saying? I like that match in Hogan versus Andre. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion. And that match was more shine than Hogan and Giant match. But Hogan came a long way in the business. Speaking of Hogan, he has been confirmed for WrestleMania 30. So what's your feedback? That's awesome. And I saw a video footage from TMZ that Hogan's playing it off. Say, what are you talking about? Of course he's going to play it off. He don't want to spoil it from other wrestling fans. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hate about the freaking internet. They like to spoil it. But it's what it is, what it is. Another news I want to discuss, short and sweet. What's your thoughts on Randy Savage? I think he's a great performer. Too bad he's not with us today. He should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago, before he went to TNA. And I didn't know he was in TNA until I watched my TNA DVDs years ago. And he looks older, you know. Of course, that's like from, I think, '04. I think that when he was filming Spider-Man, the first one, or is it, yeah, or when he finished up making that movie, I don't know. But I wish he made another appearance in a WWE before he passed away. But I guess he was on bad terms with WWE at the time. I'm not too sure. Now, I heard from my brother and other wrestling fans out there, the only reason they're going to put Macho Man Randy Savage in the Hall of Fame if they induct his family. Um, I don't know what's my thoughts on that. Really, I think eventually it's gonna happen. If the Undertaker, I'm sorry, if the Ultimate Warrior could be in the Hall of Fame, why not Savage? And speaking of Hall of Fame, I heard a lot of rumors that Paul Bearer will be in the Hall of Fame, hopefully this year. And I think Rick Rude definitely should be in the Hall of Fame, maybe this year, maybe next year, and all that good stuff. Okay, this past Saturday, once again, I went to that Raw house show, and they had a nice highlights of Mae Young. She passed away recently, and very sad. Her last match was 2010. She was I'm sorry, I'm messing up deceiving. 90 years old, and she took some bumps and all good stuff. And some things was not really necessary for Mae Young, but a paycheck is a paycheck for her. Um, I think most likely she was on a legend contract all this time until she can't. Um, she was very sick recently. Her last match, what I said earlier, with 2010. I mean, she has some funny skits with Sexual Chocolate and um, a thing that the Royal Rumble 2000. I don't want to discuss that, but some things was not even necessary put on TV, especially for Mae Young. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to see that stuff? Maybe backstage or when she was making fun of Jerry King Lawler. I got two thumbs up with that, but with the Sexual Chocolate thing and the baby thing, it went a little too far. Okay, now Daniel Bryan did not appear at the house show where I attended because he had a concussion this past Monday. It happens. So that's why they always say subject to change. And I was so looking forward to see Daniel Bryan versus one of the Wyatts, the leader, in a cage match. I have not seen a cage match at a house show in a long time. But it's what it is, what it is. I'm not really too mad, but it's okay. Hopefully next time I go to another Dewey house show. So maybe next time they'll have Raw and SmackDown, because I know they've been combining it once in a blue moon. Other news is it has been confirmed. Hopefully it is. I don't want to feel like a. Sometimes I don't want to talk about because sometimes you hear these rumors. It's not really confirmed, but I guess the new age. Oh my gosh, I'm a little tongue tied this evening. The new age outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, will get another tag team title shot versus Cody Rhodes and Goldust because this past Friday night they beat the tag team champions. But they're gonna have that match at the Royal Rumble, and I say yes, yes, yes. But wait a minute, wrestling fans, it's on a pre-show, really? On a freaking pre-show? That's nuts. But whatever, it's gonna be worth watching. Do you think the new age outlaws deserve another tag team title shot? And Daniel Bryan words, yes, yes, yes. Just give him one more title run. That's about it. And the champions, I heard a lot of rumors that Cody Rhodes and Goldust are gonna break up. So they might break up this Sunday. One's gonna turn heel and one's gonna stay face. Okay, other news. Bill DeMott has told people that the WWE could be bringing back Tough Enough for the new WWE network. What's your thoughts? Wrestling fans, I love your feedback down below. Now, in my theory, my thoughts, I think that's a great idea. And another side is, why the WWE Network? Why they can't just put it back on USA? I know they want to put a lot of money into this. Actually, they did already in the WWE Network. I think eventually the WWE Tough Enough will be available on DVD sooner than later. Because a lot of people don't want to some people are still iffy about the WWE Network right away, especially when it kicks off next month. I thought after the press conference, you could sign up early, but no, you gotta do it a month later. So I think they would be teasing. I told everyone, like Tony and other people, what I can do, like a free trial for 60 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back or something like that. But they don't want to work like that, or they don't want to lose their money. So hopefully this works out for them. Um, do you think Do you think TNA will do this in the future? I doubt it. Speaking of TNA, I heard that the return of MB, oh my lord, the return of MVP, he's going to TNA. I know he was doing independent shows for a while, and I like MVP. Um, I think eventually he's gonna go back to WWE because I think TNA is hitting rock bottom, and that is not good for TNA fans out there. Sorry, I had to get some drink because I'm talking a lot. Um, MVP had a lot of great feuds with Chris Benoit. Yes, I mentioned his name, Chris Benoit. They were feuding for the U.S. belt back in the day. Then MVP had a great feud with Matt Hardy. He was like hottest free agent back in the day. That what Sterling Breach said recently on his video. Check that out. Cheap plug. And I wish Dovey kept him around. I don't know if he was on bad terms or good terms back in the day. I'm not really too sure. Back about the Rumble, do you think we're gonna see some shocking returns this Sunday? Maybe. That'd be great. We'll see like the return of Hogan for a little bit. Uh, I know this is on a short lease. Maybe the return of Kurt Angle for a little bit because I think this is the hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That'd be just too damn sweet. Maybe Christian will return. Sheamus, I heard. So it's gonna be a good pay per view. I'm looking forward to it. I still got to pick up WTLC. What else is coming out very shortly? The best of Raw, best of SmackDown 2013. I love the cover. I recently, I don't know if you see my video. I picked up the Triple H one on DVD, and I love it. The documentary is fucking awesome. Wrestling Gurus is awesome. It was the last one at Best Buy. I took advantage of it because I had a Best Buy gift card for Christmas. I took advantage of it. So that is just too damn sweet. Eventually, I will review it. I'm not too sure when I will review it. That's all I'm going to say. So enjoy Raw tonight. Hopefully see some awesome stuff. I guaranteed Bautista's going to make a splash. A pop. Of course, he's going to be face. And I guaranteed wrestling fans, Bautista and Lesnar will not headline, but they will have a match at WrestleMania 30. And Lesnar probably might get into it tonight with Bautista. You know what I'm saying? Paul Heyman will get involved. CM Punk get involved with the Shield or the Wyatts and John Cena. It's gonna be a good damn show. The last Raw before this Sunday at the Royal Rumble, the 2014 Royal Rumble, to kick off the first step, the road to WrestleMania. So have a good one, everyone. This is your host with the most, Team Rai. Goodbye, everyone. If you want to be a part of this wrestling news, let me know on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, how you gonna get a hold of me. I really appreciate it. Later, everyone, and keep it real. Peace out.